What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We're back here with another one. And, let's get into this because I'm sitting here today basically because a little bit of Pandora's box was open, and this has gone from it's strictly being about Tua to personal issues wanted to be dragged straight up into the public forum today. So, since that was done, I feel my side's got to be said here because I've been quiet on it. I've been seeing guys like even yesterday, TW Bluff, asking, you guys aren't on there. Why aren't you guys on there anymore, et cetera, et cetera. I've been seeing it. I just ain't addressed it. But there are a few people, mods and casual listeners of us who know the story, and they've seen everything behind the scenes since it all started. And they were there in the stream today. And those same people, and it's more than a handful, we're talking like a dozen, called me, texted me, DM'd me because I was busy. First of all, I ain't subscribed to TD Fins Talk anymore, just like how he ain't subscribed to us and hasn't been. I'm in a different place. I keep it moving. I post what I post, keep it moving. Yesterday was about Tua. Yesterday was about the facts. And the fact of the matter was, when you went back to January and I provided y'all with the clip and y'all with the timestamp, proved right there what we were talking about when it came to actually breaking down film with Tua Tagovailoa. But we want to go beyond that, and personal things got pulled out into a public forum today. So now I'm at a point where I have to address my side of the story because we're getting to high school levels here, right? Instead of me being messaged or phoned, because we all know y'all got my number, TD. That ain't new, and I'm about to show proof. But could handle it man to man, but we had to drag it out into a public forum. So all I'm going to do today is I'm going to say my side of the story. I ain't going to sit here. I'm going to drag the man because it is what it is, and it's been like that for a while now. It's just we didn't put it out there because I kept it moving. All right? I kept it moving, and the only reason things were addressed yesterday is because EM was clearly blackballed from being allowed to join backstage because we got texts and DMs about that too. And I saw that firsthand. All right. And that was just because at the end of the day, when it came to subject matter of this, the subject matter of Tua Tagovailoa, the music didn't want to be faced by EM coming on. So you dodge like a viper. That's why. And EM told directly in the comments that he was going to address that on our platform. And obviously I'm going to address that because for months, since the end of September, early October, I've been taking backlash right beside with EM. I've been had all the stuff thrown at me too, all because I wanted this kid. So anyways, let's get into what's really going on here. So what happened, if you go back to May 14th, I believe is the date. Let me double check. May 14th. May 14th was the date where I messaged TD directly, okay? And I'm going to show everyone that text message. And this isn't about people choosing sides. This is literally just about me. I'm going to state my side of the story and be done with it because I'm not going to sit here and ask people to choose sides. I'm not going to sit here and ask people to attack this person or attack that person. I'm not like that. I just kept people informed in case it came to the situation. So this text right here, Thursday, May 14th, bro, I meant to say I, but I mistyped and said I'm. Bro, I got to keep it a buck. From what I saw, you and Dwayne did a copy and paste of a Phinside, the NFL episode tonight, and y'all weren't even shy about it. Not really rocking with that, but do you. That's it. But do you. That's it. All right? So that was just me being open, honest, hitting them up directly. That episode, they did Thursday Night Details, and we got multiple messages again. Is Dwayne the new EM? Is he trying to replace EM with Dwayne? It really sounded like what they were doing tonight was what you guys do, et cetera, et cetera. So it wasn't some fallacy being created in my head. So I opened the dialogue with him. I messaged him directly. I mean, you can see before he's wanted to get on one of our former streams. I mean, the dialogue had always been there, and it had been there for a while. We talked on the phone. We talked directly. We were on each other's personal Facebooks. So right there, I gave you the chance to respond to me, and we have open dialogue man to man. But what happened? Instead of me getting a reply, this is literally the last message in our conversation. Like, we haven't talked since then. Because what happened? Instead of getting a response, He unsubscribed from us on YouTube. He unfollowed us on Twitter. He unfollowed me personally on Twitter, right? People started hitting us up. Oh, look at him and Phinside in the morning. They're starting to number they're starting to number shows as episode 1, 2, 3, 4 out of nowhere all of a sudden. And it was after this happened. And I addressed him directly about it. People have, again, more than a dozen people have hit us up about the new thumbnails that he's rocking and how they look like it's basically lifted from what we're doing. So it's not just me. That's why today we've only lost 3 subscribers. We went from 878 to, I believe we're at 875 right now. So if we were really that wrong, or if I was really that wrong, wouldn't that be dipping? And it's not. So all I'm going to sit here and say is that's it. I opened the dialogue. We could talk man to man, because last time I checked, we're men here. And I got no response. Instead, he had put more time and effort into unfollowing us and unsubscribing from us on all social media platforms rather than talking back to me and opening up a dialogue, even if he didn't agree with it. And I believe today in his comments, this is what he meant by when he told Rhino he felt attacked. Bro, this is attacking you? This is me saying what multiple people, not just me, were seeing. So come on, man. Like, this could have been handled so much cleaner, but you wanted to go on and say I accused you of stealing? No, I called you. It looked like a copy and paste. I don't know what the format. And what's worse about it is, if you actually go into that show, okay, and it's not just us. When you actually go into that show, here's a screenshot from that show. Here's a screenshot. I want everyone to read the bottom here. Can generate pressure from the interior, but has shown the potential to wrap around stunts with his athleticism. Constantly beats reach blocks immediately because of his leverage and explosiveness from his stage. TD, we all know you don't talk like that. We all know that ain't you. You guys were trying to sound like us. And what makes it worse is when you actually read that, and then you go over to the Draft Network scouting profile of Ray Lima, bro, y'all plagiarized. Y'all straight lifted right here. Can generate pressure from the interior, but has shown the potential to wrap around on stunts with that's athleticism. Bro, so I don't know what you want me to say, man. These are the facts. Other people are seeing it, bro. This is just what it is. And the fact that this has even got to be addressed on a public forum by myself, and my side of the story has to be heard because you decided to take it outside of text message capability or phone call capability and put it out there for everyone to see. Come on, man. What is this? Grade 12? Like, be a man about it. Address me like a man. Like, you could have even said to me, you know I got a spot now in Orlando. You know I'm trying to come out in October. You could have said, yo, let's meet up and let's talk about it. Let's share a beer. Let's talk about this. Nah, bro, but you wanted to take it to YouTube. Like, really? And you want to talk about us trying to character assassinate you, bro? You were trying to spin some narrative to your 8,000 subscribers that I'm showing right now ain't true, bro. Like, all I did was approach you like a man with what I thought and what other people were seeing. And you took it to some next level, man. And why? For what? Because you're trying to save face? Like, I don't get it, B. Like, you have my number. Like, you know, I was the last one to open the dialogue, man. I'm not going to continuously reach out to you. I got a kid. I got a family. I got my own life. And, like, I ain't the only one seeing it, B. So, like, I can't believe that we're even at this. Yeah, it doesn't need, but then why is he Finsfan 7? Because it sure looked like he is. So, like, you don't need to plagiarize. I literally just showed you an example of him plagiarizing, bro, because they didn't credit Draft Network with that, bro. That's a legitimate plagiarization, bro. In this industry of whatever, whether it's social media journalism or print journalism, that stuff gets you deaded, bro. Okay? So, yeah, I showed an example of not only things that look fishy in terms of us, but straight up what happened with that scouting profile. And it is what it is. That's just to make my statement and to make my point that this ain't some crazy like conspiracy theory. This is what it is, man. And you know what? When you look at it, that Tuesday night panel, you know, it helped elevate his channel more than people think. Two things elevated his channel: the Miami Miracle and that Tuesday night panel. Real talk. And even before I joined it, that Tuesday night panel was popping. So I'm not even going to take all the credit like that. And EM takes tons of the credit of his chemistry with TD. And I'm not even saying he takes the credit. I'm giving EM that credit because EM was just on point. Ball game, great at what he does. Ball game. The chemistry we all had was just there. That's why it clicked. That's why it popped off. So it wasn't just me or EM. It was all of us combined because we just had chemistry. So I'm not sitting here being arrogant saying it's all us, it's all us. I'm not. But I'm saying we helped. And that's undeniable. And that's why we have over, he hasn't shutted us since before 600 subscribers. We got over 870. All right. And we're gaining subscribers daily. And it's like purgatory where there's no content. So, yo, it is what it is, man. It's no beef. It's no beef at all. It's no beef on my side. This is just my side of the story. But it's like, yo, hit me up, bro. If you got all this to say, and because I didn't even watch the video, because I was told by multiple people, again, not by one, don't even watch the video because it's just going to piss you off. So I didn't even, but I got the cliff notes from everyone. Like, I know what everyone was saying. I know what Hillary's saying. I know what everyone's saying. That's cool, man. But I'm going to say, be a man. Stand on your own too, bro. Talk to me directly. You have my phone number, bro. You could have replied right away and we wouldn't even be at this stage, bro. We would have had a healthy, open dialogue and we wouldn't even be here having to explain to our 870 and your 8,000 subscribers of what's going on, bro. Come on. Like, that's all I'm saying. Could have been handled way, way better. And the fact of the matter is, because of yesterday, because we backed you into a corner on that Tua thing, you decided to bring personal stuff into a public forum and take it to a next level, bro. And that ain't cool. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to put that out in public, that ain't cool. Didn't need to go there. You could have rebutted us with tape. You could have rebutted us with film. You could have rebutted us with analysis. But instead, you started airing dirty laundry. And I'm not rocking with that, bro. Just like I told you straight directly, I wasn't rocking with the Dwayne show, bro, because straight up, bro, I don't know what you want me to tell you, but dog, like, it is what it is, man. So, yo, I appreciate the fact that you gave us a platform, all of that, man. I appreciate the long talks we had. I appreciate all that, man. So it ain't no beef because we're at that level of respect. I ain't going to beef you over this, over some YouTube drama, but I'm going to check you. And I'm going to say, yo, don't handle that. Be a man. We're men here. We can handle it like men in conversations in private. We don't got, because I never put that personal stuff out there, TD. I never did that, man, because I wasn't about to open Pandora's box. And I didn't care how many emails. I got donations from people asking what was going on from us that I couldn't read on the air. Because people who didn't have Twitter were hitting me up with $2 donations asking what was going on, but stating this is private, keep it between us. Bro, like, didn't need to address it, man. Didn't need to address it at all. But now I have to because of what you said earlier today, bro. You put me in a position. So, like, man, and don't act like, and let's keep it 100, another buck, TD. When you would always check in on who's going to be on panel tonight, I was always the first one to check in. So don't act like you wouldn't have got a response from me and we wouldn't have talked it out if you would have just hit me back. So, I mean, the ball was in your court, bro. The ball was in your court. But instead, you put more time and effort into unsubscribing and unfollowing instead of talking it out one-on-one. And I'll say this, and I'm not speaking for Ian. This is straight from me. I think for what I contributed to your channel and for the level of respect and friendship we had gained and people had heard us talk about I think I deserved the common courtesy and the decency to get a response, bro. Even if you didn't agree. We've had straight up arguments for the whole public to see about stupid, minuscule things like sports that we've all got heated about and we've all turned our shoulder to and been straight up cool with 2 seconds later about. Who's to say this wouldn't have been the same thing, bro? Come on, bro. Let's remember the draft, bro. Not only was I, let's be honest, your basically lead draft analysis guy on your channel. But the hours I put in on day 1 and day 2, bro, I put over 12 hours on your channel in just 2 days, going over and giving analysis about picks, et cetera, et cetera. When I could have been doing that on my fresh new channel, but I did it for y'all because I was loyal to the game. So that's why when people come out here, yo, you're a traitor, like this Andres Nego guy. How, bro? You know how much time I dedicated, how many times I told my wife, nah, we can't chill tonight. Nah, we can't watch a movie. Nah, we can't go out to dinner because I got to go stream with these guys. Man, I put in the work, bro. I at least deserved the decency to get a response and for us to have that open dialogue because I thought we were cool enough, and we sure were cool enough leading up to that point to have it. So I don't know what changed, bro, but my phone's still here, bro. My phone's still right here, bro. So I'm not going to chase you down, B, but if you want to hit me up and you want to talk it out like men, bro, holla at me, bro, because I'm here. I'm not going to turn my back on you, bro. We've done enough together. We've had enough respect between us at one point that I'm not going to not listen to you. I'm not going to not talk to you. I'm not going to be an a-hole to you, bro. Stop letting these people in your comments or the people in your household gas you up, bro, because I'm going to talk you man to man, and it's going to be civilized, bro. So come on, man. Let's not act like this couldn't have been handled better. This couldn't have been handled differently, and we shouldn't even be sitting here to begin with, bro. And that's all I got to say about that, man. I mean, that's it. Like, we're gonna get into Tua Tagovailoa, but I mean, this ain't personal. This is based off stuff you're out here saying. So we're just gonna prove stuff. But beyond that, I mean, I don't know why this had to be made personal, man. It didn't have to be made personal, especially in a public forum. But here we are. So it is what it is, man. What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. Back here with another one. As always, I'm joined by the Jason Taylor, to my Zach Thomas, EMdolphinfan. What's good, homie?
What's good, bro? What is good, Fins Nation? Let's get into this, baby.
Let's do it, bro. So, bro, the talk today is about Tua's progressions and Tua's footwork.
Really? Oh, okay. Really? Who's been talking about that?
Where are you at with that, bro?
We already know where I'm at with that. Look. We've addressed this Tua situation for over a year. We've broke his game down. We've conducted film study on this kid. You and I both have done that. And also, we have listened to countless people in the NFL circles. They have done the same. So I don't think we need to go into, I don't think we need to devote any more energy to Tua Tagovailoa. At the end of the day, Reason and Dolphins Nation, look, I'm going to respond to TD shortly in 1 second because he called me out. You called me out, bro. So you know me. But I'll respond to TD shortly. But at the end of the day, our evaluation, okay, and I'm not here to say that, our evaluation is like, we know more than the whole world. Because I saw these comments and these people were saying how we act like we're arrogant and we think we're smarter than people. No, I always tell people, I always preface everything that I say on, I'm no expert. I'm no different than anybody else. I just have a hobby and I have an appetite for the details of the game of football. And I can't speak for Reason. I can't speak for anybody else. But the reason why I'm on this platform is to, one, be educated and to educate if I can. So at the end of the day, when we're talking about this argument of Tua Tagovailoa, obviously, our coaching staff, our front office had a similar evaluation on him, which warranted a number 5 pick overall in the 2020 NFL draft. Y'all know out there, y'all don't have to pick sides or anything else. Be objective and state facts. We were the only two up there that was banging the table for this kid day one. Not ball game. He was flip-flopping. not Finsanity. I'm calling him out. Not in for damn sure, not TD. So at the end of the day, TD can say what he wants about digging up this video, and Tua is when the beat writers are asking him what does he think he can improve upon. Tua said that, and I remember that. I remember seeing that video. Reason I talked about that when the video happened,
first came out. Yeah,
when it first came out. So we were aware of that. TD wasn't even aware of that video. Somebody had to go dig that up and give that up to him today. So you took
shout out to Esteban.
So at the end of the day, look here, look. In regards to Tua, and that's what I'm responding to in regards to Tua. Obviously, our front office had a similar evaluation as us on him. So who was right in that regard? TD made videos that the Dolphins were not going to take him under any circumstances about in regards to his health. And my only issue directly with TD that I have with him is that he was saying his initial criticism of Tua was that he was primarily a one-read guy. He was a product of the Alabama system and of what was around him. And our rebuttal was consistent for a year, addressing TD's initial narrative that he was trying to put out there. What about him?
Guys, go back, and if you didn't see it, like Joby, I think you didn't see it, go back and check our video from last night. Skip ahead. You'll see me. I bring up clips. And what happened was I went over my initial – because, guys, I was talking to someone today about this. With my original big boards, if you go listen to them, guys, I put about 6 to 8 hours of work into each big board because I didn't just do 5. I did the honorable mentions as well. And especially 2, I put a lot of work because he was the guy who I watched the most out of any prospect this year, clearly. So if you go back, what I did was I found clips instead of myself going through and chopping up the video. I found clips of the certain plays I talked about in his scouting report. So I actually break them down even further for you guys. There's 3 clips yesterday because there's 2 from the scouting report, and then there's 1 new one from his game against Texas A&M that I break down for you guys so you guys can see. And in those clips, he just happens to he's manipulating DBs by not only using his eyes but by looking at his other reads. And then he's whipping back. So like with the Judy one, right? Like when I use the Judy with the LSU, if you watch him, right, when he gets Cordell Flott off of his spot, how does he get Flott out of his spot? He goes from Judy to his perimeter read, and then he whips it back to Judy on the comeback route. It's all about timing, and it's all about using your progressions and using your eyes to manipulate. So
we just conducted a film study on Tua just yesterday.
Yeah,
in our last stream. So at the end of the day, my issue with TD is that TD has never brought up not 1 minute of film to substantiate. He says our claims about Tua and our declarations about Tua, our evaluations about Tua is unsubstantiated.
We've actually brought up
every time we bring up an evaluation tool, we always have film study attached to that. TD has not brought up 1 minute of film study to substantiate this one read narrative that he's been consistently for a year trying to sell about this kid. Please show me if there's anything out there in his archives. Please direct that video in my direction. Please tag me in that. Please send that video to me.
Because I know there's certain people who are in the comments right now who have been around for the whole time. If you guys remember, my whole rebuttal with the whole one read thing was too, if his first read is open, you're going to take it. As a quarterback, that's what you're taught. That's how you play the position. If your first read is open, because you got to remember, if he's got speedsters or he's got burners, these guys, okay, look at, he's got Devontae Smith, okay, he's got Jalen Waddle, he's got Henry Ruggs, okay? More so Devontae Smith and Ruggs, they're good route runners, but they create their separation off of their speed. The thing is, and they have elite speed. The thing is, Judy has elite technique, and that's how he creates his separation. Yeah, he's fast, but he relies on his technique of his route running ability to create a separation. So when any one of those 3 guys is your first read, whether it's speed or technique with Judy, you have the potential of that separation, especially against teams like, I know Ryan was saying he watched the Mississippi. You saw it consistently against Mississippi this past year. When he's playing those teams, you're going to see that separation, whether it's from technique or speed, elite. Otherwise, you're going to see it happen instantly. So if one of those three guys is his first read, you're going to take that read, because why would you look off your open first read to your second or your third read? But
when the first one is
it,
open,
it makes no sense. You're taught,
it makes no sense.
Like, I want to give people a little. I got into details with EM in terms of my playing career. Last night we actually had kind of an in-depth conversation. Like, you guys got to remember, like, I come from, in high school, right? I came from a pretty big program in my area. We ran a wishbone set. We were really big into film study nightly after we ran a 2-hour practice. And then, so I was one of the guys that when I went to college, I was kind of ahead of the game with film study to a lot of other guys who came from smaller counties and smaller areas and stuff. So that's why I'm a junkie and where I'm at, because I kind of grew up on it. Okay. So, and I played the position too. So I can, and Tua is the prospect I watched the most this year. So I can firmly say, like I said yesterday, I'm not an expert at Tua, but I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Tua Tagovailoa. That's the thing. And I just, his ability, and we're going to highlight it in a bit because I got clips, but we're going to let the experts speak for themselves. We're not going to, because we're done regurgitating. We've said it so many times. You can go to our video yesterday and you can see clips where I show, you know what I mean? And if you can look at beyond of what I'm talking about, you can look at his mechanics. You can slow down and you can look at his mechanics. You don't need me to get into that. And the fact that his footwork is being questioned, to me, is absolutely astronomically ridiculous, because the best footwork I've ever seen.
Also, reason, and let's put this out there, because I saw this. People were saying in his comments, and TD even he talked about this, like we act like Tua was perfect. First off,
no, he's not. No prospect is perfect.
No prospect is perfect. I always preface what I say, that with any prospect, they need refinement, making this leap from the NCAA level to the NFL level. I'm always consistent about that. My only thing that I said about Tua is that he's the cleanest quarterback at this position, making this transition to the NFL that I've ever seen.
And what's the thing that backs you up? You want to talk about clean? He has one of the highest. He had the highest passer rating of this draft class, but he has one of the highest passer ratings ever in a clean pocket at the collegiate level. So when you talk about clean, like when you talk about protection in a pocket, I mean, the numbers back it that he kills you.
So everybody needs refinement. So the fact that Tua said that he's taken a soundbite from this interview.
I want to read. Some of these people didn't see my scouting report, EM. So
okay, go ahead.
Remember my scouting report? I had cons on Tua. Did I not? You remember?
Absolutely.
So absolutely. I'm going to say this is the cons when you look at Tua are what? Okay, you look at his durability is clearly an issue. Okay, one. You look at he doesn't have, other than in playoff situations, right? He doesn't, especially in the regular season, he doesn't have a lot of fourth quarter experience. You can use that against him if you want. Okay. Number 3, he overextends plays. That's what's led to the majority of his injuries. He has a tendency to look for the home run instead of throwing the ball away. Right? Yep, but one thing you noticed about, and I'll tell everyone, guys, when everyone can agree that he's a pinpoint passer, okay? Why are you a pinpoint passer? What's the fundamental of accuracy, guys? Great footwork.
Mechanics.
But great footwork is a
absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Toes pointed to the end route.
Absolutely.
Okay, you want your feet lined up with the receiver where it's going. You want your feet lined up with your head. Okay, like the feet, when it comes to your accuracy, are big. The head and the feet are big things. So when you look at his feet, their toes constantly pointed towards where he wants to throw the receiver in stride. It's always in unison with his head. It's always conformed. Those are things when we talk about footwork. Never mind the fact when you watch his 3-step drops, he has one of the quicker 3-step drops at the collegiate level I've ever seen. If you watch his footwork, it's boom, 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 boom. Whereas usually at Joe Burrow is like boom, boom, boom. Okay? He can, in Joe Burrow's 3-step drop, Tua can do about 5 or 6 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's not just because of stride. Well, it is a little bit because he's compact. So his legs are too. So that's why you're getting in shorter area explosiveness in his dropbacks. That's the difference. Burrow's got longer strides. And when you see how fluid his drop back ability is too, you see so many times where it's boom, 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 balls out, in stride, gone. And it's because he has the ability to shift his feet automatically from that drop back to where he wants to throw the ball and line his head up with it too in an instant. And those are the type of things when we talk about great footwork. So I don't want to hear that he doesn't have good footwork, because he has some of the most impressive. And there's a lot of people who get paid to do this who will back that statement up.
And at the end of the day, that interview that he played on his channel today. And again, TD, you know this is nothing I wouldn't say directly to your face, bro. You already know that. So I don't want to hear the EM is turning on beefing with. No, it's no beef. I'm just addressing what he said because he called me out. So to address that interview, what that said to me about Tua, sure, does Tua need refinement? Every prospect needs refinement. But at the end of the day, to me, Tua, if you go back and you pull up the interviews of every quarterback that they interviewed at the combine, all of them said the exact same thing. So you have to be mindful of the PR game that's consistently being played in the NFL especially at that position. So again, does Tua need refinement? Absolutely. Every prospect does. But that was all about PR game, bro. Period. Plain and simple.
I mean, read this. This is from August 12, 2019 from Charlie Potter, bro. Tua Tagovailoa on how much quicker he's going through his progressions. And this is, I quote, "I'm just taking what the defense gives me now. If they're going to give me the first read, I'm not going to pass it up. You never go broke taking a profit." I mean, right there and there, he's telling you, if my first read is open, what am I going to do? Look it off?
And the fact that the main issue, like I said, TD was trying to in the beginning, not now because he has skates on right now. He never thought. This is just my personal belief. I don't think TD ever thought. I really believe in his heart he did not think the Dolphins were going to draft him. I didn't. I truly believe that because the way he amped things up, he tried to amp it up from a film study standpoint, but that was clearly debunked. So he had to go all of the videos that he put out there, I'm not going to say I know what's in TD's mind and his heart and say that 100%. I can say that he was trying to get personal with Tua, but it appeared, the perception was that he was making things personal with Tua Tagovailoa. So what happens now is fast forward to April, we select him. Well, okay, in my opinion, now this is just my opinion, I could be totally off base, but he's a Dolphin now. He's the face of this franchise, whether you like it or not, for the next 10 to 15 years. So all of that nonsense and that foolishness that TD was spewing, anybody that's objective, y'all know what TD was putting out there about Tua. Let's be real. And again, I'm addressing you directly, TD, because you called me out early with that video. So at the end of the day, TD has skates on right now, and he's trying to spin a different narrative. So and when I heard him the other night about him saying Tua was his favorite player now, that's when I confronted him directly. I was like, bro, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So I'm just calling him out on his buffoonery, just like I did every week on his panel to his face. So when y'all say that EM is turning him, no, EM is consistent. I just had a conversation with TD earlier, and he'll tell you, I told him to his face, I'm going to call you out on your foolishness, period. And that applies to anybody. So at the end of the day, listen, I told y'all, not the last stream, but the stream before last, I'm done with Tua's evaluation, from an Alabama Crimson Tide perspective. I'm not going over any more. I don't want to go over any more tape about Tua from Alabama after tonight. I'm evaluating him from the Miami Dolphins from this point further. So again, at the end of the day, TD, that I'm still waiting on that film that to substantiate your one read narrative. I'm still waiting on that. I've been waiting on that for a year now. So the clock is ticking.
The only thing you can actually find, and I believe Clemson did it, but I know Georgia did it pretty well. When you look at Georgia, I believe it's the SEC championship game. So the year after the national championship, the coverages they were throwing at him and the way they were, because sometimes he'll automatically come off that safety, they were jumping it. So they would notice him automatically coming off that safety and turning back to that route. And so they were jumping it a bit. Though that's the one time when, and Clemson did it to him a little bit too, where they were watching how he's coming off the safety. So, I mean, I guess you could use that against him, but I don't see the one read. But let's get into an example, bro. And I want to check with you, make sure that you can hear it, okay? When I play it here, we're gonna get into Nick Saban actually breaking down our boy.
Don't take our word for it.
Take the guy who coached him. So let me know if you can hear it, bro. Okay.
Detail. Let's take a look at our
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right, so we have several options on this play. You can see to a fake. All right, and he's going to look into the boundary here, because if these guys are soft on number 11, or they mess up this 84 faking like he's going to block for 11, then we're going to take a shot right there. And we create a stack on the other side and run like a double post. First option, not there. Second option, looking back to 6 and 4. Jerry Jeudy beats the guy on the post. Middle of the field safety is in conflict.
Third read, guys.
He's got a post runner in front of him, then he's got a post runner behind him. But one of the things about a good quarterback, right, a lot of guys can't do this.
Watch his head, guys.
Fake this ball, look to the left, make a read, come back to the other side of the field. Now read the middle of the field safety.
See, you saw the hesitation too. He made 3 reads, guys. You can watch his head and you can tell he made three reads. And he found the home run.
But he's a one-read guy, though. He's a one-read guy. He's a one-read guy, according to TD's extensive film study that he's conducted on this player. But okay.
And I mean, this is one of the highest college coaches there is.
And again, when we evaluate a player, there's always film study on this platform. There's always film to back up why we're saying what we're saying. I'm still waiting on that film, TD, to substantiate your one-read narrative about this player. I'm still waiting on that. It's been over a year now.
Let's watch it one more time because I want people watch his head, guys.
Take a look at our quarterback, Tua. All right, so we have several options on this play. You can see Tua fake. All right, and he's going to look into the boundary here, because if these guys are soft on number 11, or they messed up this 84 faking like he's going to block for 11, then we're going to take a shot right there. And we create a stack on the other side and run like a double post. First option, not there. Second option, looking back to 6 and 4. Jerry Jeudy beats the guy on the post. Middle of the field safety is in conflict here because he's got a post running in front of him, then he's got a post running behind him. But one of the things about a good quarterback, all right, a lot of guys can't do this.
Look at the head, guys.
Can't fake this ball.
Watch.
Look
One,
to the left, make a read, come back to the other side.
2, and then you're going to see the head twitch. Twitch, boom. There it is.
In stride.
Good night.
In stride.
Season 3.
And that was a deep toss.
And did you hear what Nick Saban said? A lot of people can't make this play. They can't make this play. But again, TD's extensive film study, he should have seen that. He should have seen, and this is just one play. This is just one. You can dig up, hundreds of plays when Tua is consistently. Why do you think people had this high A of a grade on him? Why do you think people on the collegiate level as well as in NFL circles, why they were so high on this kid? It's all based off film, period. The dude's film does not lie. So that was always my frustration with TD when he would say based off his film study, and especially
Jeremy Childs. I just want to answer Jeremy Childs. I'm glad you asked because I actually went and did that. It took Tua Tagovailoa 2.87 seconds to scan the field, look at 4 options, and wait for the deep post to open up before starting his throw.
2.8. Wow. And also, I was going to say, Reeves, And also I was going to say, reason TD is
That's
saying
elite
that basically,
processing. That's elite progression and process.
it doesn't get any better than that. It does not get any better than that on any level. But again, I was going to say, reason, but TD's talking about his extensive film study. This coming from a man that declared Josh Rosen the franchise quarterback, bro, after 2 decent throws that he made. 2 of them in 3 games. He's our franchise, though. How is that working out? How is that declaration working out? And again, we'll see here in the coming months.
I got more. So let's go beyond Nick Saban. Let's go to Travis, and we're gonna read Travis's take, guys. I did my breakdown yesterday. Y'all can go watch my breakdowns on 3 clips yesterday.
Explain to them who that is.
We're going to give you guys and Travis Wingfield, for those of you who don't know, he's renowned for his ability to break down plays on social media, so much so that he was hired by the Miami Dolphins. That's how he got his job with the Miami Dolphins, and his podcast was his ability to break down tape and do basically Twitter film studies. He's one of the best. Me and EM, again, if you've been listening to us on the other platform forever, we were talking about him before anyone because he's just one of the guys we highly respect. So, okay, I'm going to read you what he says, guys. So this is not mine. Yesterday's was mine. This is his. The way Tua gets through his progression paired with the accuracy is what makes him so dangerous. He wants the back on the wheel, so the running back on the wheel route, quickly realizes the linebacker carries it, picks it up basically. So he comes back to the mesh inside and rips it. He also says Jerry Jeudy is so damn good. So if he has audio, I'll let him talk. No, there's no audio. It's against Duke. I mean, you just got to watch his head, right? You can see the 2 reads off of his head. You see the twitch before the throw. Watch the head. Twitch, boom, out. So, I mean, this isn't just something, and here's actually a good one. We'll share this one, EM. There actually is, I'll give Travis the floor because he actually does add audio to this one, and this is against Ole Miss, and it's one of my examples from yesterday was from this game because he was just outstanding this game. So, I'll give Travis the floor here. So, just before he gets into it, nothing is ever as it seems for the defense. His game is pure manipulation, knows where all 22 players are at all times, and it not only allows him to rip through progressions, but to keep his eyes on a dummy read before going to the actual target. So basically the dummy read is kind of what I was talking about yesterday with how he was using the perimeter guy to move Cordell Flott off of his spot. He's using another read to manipulate a safety or corner to get them off their spot to open up space so he can fit a ball in there. That's basically what he means by that. Okay, so I'll give him the floor on this one.
Offense and Tua Tagovailoa had to be so stressful for those players because in addition to dealing with the running game, the amount of RPO, drive, and mesh concepts they ran just put so much on those linebackers' plates. And right here, you're going to see an opening happen at the second level of the high-low, the drive concept here. And the reason that opens up is because Tua, again, with the fine details of his game and the ability to quickly get off one progression read to the next, makes those linebackers take false steps and puts them a beat behind all the damn time. So right here, you're going to have the mesh, these 2 guys crossing right here, trying to confuse these 2 linebackers, and they're going to sneak in the receiver right in behind the second level. And watch the way Tua kind of commits to this crossing route right here and influences this linebacker so this receiver can work in behind and get himself open. So the eyes lock onto that receiver. The linebacker sees that and wants to drive on it. He drives, and Tua just throws it right in behind it because of that misstep or that false step that he takes creates that open space. It's just constantly.
I mean,
wow.
Check. Checkmate. Checkmate. Okay. I don't know what else to say, bro.
TD was dropping a mic earlier off that interview.
Bro,
he was dropping that. If you go back, he was dropping that mic off that. Now, who's dropping the mic right now? All those idiots in the comment section that was coming at me earlier. Who's dropping the mic right now? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's ridiculous, bro.
Oh,
it's the last time I'm addressing this. It's the last time I'm addressing this, bro. The last time, bro.
Well, I got
it's ridiculous.
I got something else for you, though, bro. Hold on a second.
Hang on. We should all be listen. Hang on, Reason. We should all just embrace Tua for what he is. He is our
We
future.
kept telling
This
everyone
is
who wouldn't listen what we kept telling them he was.
this is nonsense, bro. He is our quarterback. Okay, we should just embrace him for what he is and who he is. He is that. That's fine if you disagree with our pre-draft evaluation. Okay, now he's a member of the Miami Dolphins. Now we all get a chance to start at the same level and evaluate him appropriately as a Miami Dolphin. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So at the end of the day, I will, like I said earlier, if you disagreed with our evaluation, that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But at the end of the day, we all know how the draft unfolded and what direction this front office went in. So obviously, our evaluation was, it was obviously close to our front office's evaluation as well.
And so was our ranking Davis. And actually, I got something I want to show you tonight after we're done with this. Guys, I'm going to show you after we're done with Tua. Shout out to Dark Dolphins. He provided me with a clip. Basically, we were targeting Tristan Wirfs and trying to move up, but the 49ers weren't willing to move that far back because they didn't want to lose out on Javon Kinlaw. And now it's actually out there. So, I mean, would have been right on him. We would have been right on Cesar Ruiz if New Orleans didn't take him and they didn't have
Exactly.
So it wasn't just Tua, but let's stick to Tua right now. Let's stick to Tua. So I want to show you something because Kyle Krabs, who a lot of people now know, okay, from Locked On Dolphins, he took over Travis on Locked On Dolphins when Travis went to the Miami Dolphins. And Kyle Krabs also does work for the Draft Network. So I'm going to show the Draft Network. So it ain't mine. I ain't lifting it, but I'm going to show what the Draft Network, specifically what Kyle Krabs said. I've highlighted for you. So processing speed is mostly sound, does well to recognize opportunities pre-snap and execute post-snap. Love his overall tempo between his drops, progressions, and trigger. And just up here, if you look up here, he says he is balanced and rhythmic with his footwork in the pocket and is generally synced up properly with his routes, which is what I was telling you guys earlier. So when you look at that, I mean, that's a pro. I mean, that's a draft pro. That's someone who gets paid for it. I got another one here. Let's get into someone who a lot of other people kind of respect in the game, and that's Matt Miller. And
I guess all those idiots that was coming at me earlier.
These people must be wrong, bro.
I guess they're gonna argue with them now. They're gonna argue with them as well. Stop.
No, let them argue, bro. So literally, the second strength sees the entire field and is able to get through reads and progressions. That's literally the second strength list. Okay. I believe he does mention the footwork. But that's it. I got something else for that. It's everywhere, bro. I'm not going to keep getting into it, but I got Walter Football ability. One of his strengths, ability to work through his progressions.
And reason I do want
NFL Rise and Draft, someone who's become very popular on the Twitter world and Pro Football Ready. Strengths, bro. When they talk about displays elite mental processing, elite ability to read the whole field while quickly working through reads. So, I mean, some people are even using the word elite out here. I didn't use the word elite in my report that I wrote out, but it's out there, bro. So I need to get paid for this, man. I mean, on YouTube.
So my question to TD is this: Okay, we all know about our evaluation. You're hearing people in NFL circles that actually get paid to do this for a living. You heard their evaluation. What is TD seeing on tape that all of us are missing? I'm trying to figure that out. What is he seeing consistently on tape? I'm not talking about one play. I'm talking about consistently. What is he seeing on tape that we apparently missed?
And you know what's crazy?
I'm directing this question to TD. What are we missing?
Bro, even when I watched Tua and when I saw the footwork get compromised by the pass rush, even his accuracy usually didn't falter. I mean, you rarely ever. This is what I want someone to do. Go find me an example of where you catch Tua Tagovailoa flat-footed. Because I talked about that being an issue with Herbert. Herbert was being flat-footed without even dropping back. He was being flat-footed out of a spread, and to me that was scary. Joe Burrow, plenty of examples, even on touchdown throws where he's making flat-footed throws. It's just the receiver was so wide open. But one thing with Tua is you rarely ever see him flat-footed. And the reason so many slants were taken to the house by Bama were because balls get delivered right on time.
Right on schedule. Right on schedule.
On location because of Tua's superb footwork and ball handling in the RPO game. That's why he's so strong. He's so easy to glide on his feet that he can manipulate rush angles, find open space, and he can win constantly when things break down. That's why you see him have the ability. That's why you see him to have that thirst, that hunger to overextend the play, because he knows he has the ability to take rush angles and make things happen when things break down, just off of how he can move up and move out of the pocket like that.
So we just, again, we've highlighted, you've seen the evaluation, you've seen the tape. We have just been consistent about him being the cleanest, most structured player from that at that position that we have seen, well, me personally, that I've ever seen. That's all we've been consistent about for a year now. And again, our evaluation came out, reason I want to put this out there as well. Before all, this is all leading up. This is all those evaluations were released, leading up to the draft process. We've been banging the table and talking about Tua.
That Matt Miller scouting report came out on April 23rd.
Since September. September.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that about all of y'all just piggyback. No, we were saying that before all of this information was released. Any of it. So you don't have that argument to try to make. So again, at the end of the day, we love our team. We love our players. We should just embrace Tua for who and what he is. This back and forth now is ridiculous. But I'm still trying to figure out, man, what did I miss? What did I miss on tape? I'm just trying to figure out, what did I miss? What did I miss on tape? I want that film. And TD said the guy's not.
Look at his ability to step up and make something happen when things break down, all because of his feet. He kept his head up the whole time. And that's because he trusted his feet. He moved up. He moved out of the pocket. Watch. Feels the pressure coming outside, moves up, and moves out. I mean, that's footwork. I've already gone into the fundamentals of how it's because he's so pinpoint accurate, because how he lines his feet up and how technique-wise his feet are so good. But when you see live action, his feet are a weapon to an extent because he knows how to manipulate pockets and he knows how to extend plays with him. That's why you heard the Russell Wilson comparisons to this.
Hey, listen.
That's why you heard the Steve Young comparisons, not because he's left-handed and not because of his arm, but because how he can extend plays as well.
I wish you could pull up that tape from that LSU tape, not from this year, but the year before, where he ran away from the entire defense and had that. It was like a 35-yard touchdown run that he made.
I would have to look it up.
Because TD said today he's not athletic. He said he's not athletic because he asked me directly what I think TD, what has he ever said negative about Tua in terms of his game? And I said the one read. And also, you said that he was not athletic. Can you pull that up real quick? Not from this year, but the year before, where he was, I think it was 35 yards.
I actually have to because all the LSU stuff that's going to come up for me in a short search is going to be this year. I'd actually have to look through that.
Okay. Well, I want to tell everybody. I want to tell everybody in the comments and everybody that's listening. Go look that LSU tape up, not from this year, but the year before.
I got another example.
When they played in Baton Rouge.
And this
played in Baton Rouge.
And I want you to read this guy's caption because his caption is 110% right. Tua's footwork, awareness, and poise in the pocket are incredible. Look at the subtle movement and climb here. Spatial awareness, reload, and throw a dart for completion. Footwork is on another level. Okay? I want people to watch for that subtle move up because you're going to see it. Okay? He's going to feel the pressure come a little from the right, I believe. Yep, feels it, slides to it, and boom, steps up. I mean, look at it. And his head's up the whole time, right? Watch him slide, steps up, loads, boom. There you go, man. And look at how much zip he put on that ball, too. I mean, look at that. That's very good footwork. Like, look at how quickly he reset his feet, and watch his feet when he makes a throw. Watch his front toe, guys, when he makes a throw. Watch his front toe when he resets. Watch his front toe. Boom! It's right on target with where the ball goes. Boom.
That's a prime Peyton Manning-esque type of mechanics. That's what you're seeing right there. That's a prime Peyton Manning right there is what you're seeing.
And look at let me rewatch this. I want to see if what I saw was right because I just watched the defender for the first time. The defender, look at 23 even showed blitz pre-snap and then dropped back, right? He bailed.
Yeah.
Did you see that? And he picked it up. Look at picks it up. Boom.
And that's a tight window throw right there, bro.
How many reads did he just made there? If you guys watch his head, he made 3 reads there, guys.
And
I want you to watch his head. He's going to look to his right. Looks again downfield, then comes back to the other side over the middle.
And look at the look at the coverage. Look at the coverage on this play. This guy was not wide. Whoever the receiver was, he was not wide open. That's tight coverage right there.
Back shoulder throw, basically.
He put the ball only where his receiver can get it.
A lot of zip on that. No, it was just over the shoulder. It was an over the shoulder throw. Yeah, but that was but look at the reads he runs through. Watch his head, guys. That's all you got to do. When you want to see, guys, listen, it's not hard. When you want to see how a quarterback runs through his reads and progressions, and I know a lot of you already can, watch his head. Watch it. You want to see twitchy head, okay? Because that means he's moving. Look, three reads he went through there, man. And all the while he was making his reads with his heads up, guys, watch how he was manipulating the pocket, moving. He slid to his right, then he moved up, all while he's going through his progressions. Are you kidding me? That's a show of impressive progressions and footwork in the same video. It should not even be impressive. The only reason Rhino told me earlier, and he nailed on the point, he's basically come from EM. Dude, Tua's not going to come out here and say, I don't have anything I got to work out. Exactly. He's not going to come out there. I was like, and every prospect still has to grow and develop, even at the stuff they did at an elite level, because all of a sudden your elite level, when you make that jump, becomes very good. It's no longer elite because the game speed has changed. Well, we hope it's very good. It shouldn't drop down to good because then you were never elite to begin with. But you become a very good guy who's got to just get acclimated with the terminology, get acclimated with the game. Game speed, really, with the reads. It's going to come about getting used to the speed of the game.
But the foundation is clearly there. It's elite.
That's why I tell everyone, okay, this is what I talk about when I talk about Josh Rosen. What do I say? He was an average processor in UCLA. And what do I always say, EM? If you were an average processor, when you get to the NFL, you're going to be not a good processor. You're going to be
You're going to be terrible at the next level.
You go to the elite guys. You go from being elite to very good. You can be elite at the college level, but I usually knock these guys down a notch. For like any elite trait you have, when you get to the NFL, I'll label you as very good. You got to show me elite on that next level for me to say you're doing that in elite. But the foundation, like you said, he has some of the things are some of the best we've seen from any prospect in the last 10 years at least at this level. Like, he's very advanced. And I tell people this too, bro. You don't have to look into deep about how good this kid is. It's right in front of you when you look at how Nick Saban went from being a power run team for so long. Lane
Kiffin changed his scheme.
Lane Kiffin says, "Hey, I found the next Steve Young." Literally, that's what he told Saban. Was, I found the next Steve Young, and now through Lane Kiffin, Sarkisian, and through all these 3 offensive coordinators, they've still tailored their offense to the skill set of Tua Tagovailoa because that's how they felt they would have been most successful.
At the end of the day, bro, if you understand what it takes to be success, if you know what you're looking at when you're looking at film, and I've been saying this since day one, even day one on TD's platform. If you have a level of understanding of what it takes to be successful at that position, there is no way under the sun when you're looking at Tua from a film study perspective, there's no way you don't come away blown away. There is no way. So I'm still trying to find out what we missed. I'm still trying to find that out. Please, TD, send that, please send that that video my way, that film study my way, what you're seeing, what you claim you're seeing. But I was looking at these people, TD, he's dropping a mic off an interview, bro. And it's ridiculous. I was like, look at all these idiots. And I'm not talking about everybody in the comment section is an idiot. I'm talking about the ones that came at me first. Them idiots in the comment section are just gassing him up. Oh, TD school and EM, TD school and reason, TD school. Stop it. And not 1 minute of film study did he bring up to substantiate that buffoonish narrative that you've been trying to sell about this kid. It's ridiculous. It's madness. And it needs to stop. You need to stop, TD. You need to stop this foolishness misleading this fan base. And this is nothing I haven't told you to your face. You know it. So, it's just ridiculous, bro. I got so frustrated earlier, man. I was like, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's just, listen. Let's just embrace Tua for what and who he is. He is now, whether you like it or not, he's the guy. I don't care what ball game, the foolishness he said the other day on TV stream about whatever Josh Rosen said. Oh, we believe in you, Josh. Stop it. If they believed in Josh Rosen, there would have been no reason to select Tua number 5 overall. So stop it. Ball game, you need to stop that foolishness too. It's ridiculous. Let's just embrace Tua for what he is. He's the guy, period. And move on.
You're right, bro.
It's ridiculous, bro. All these idiots. Ooh, TD dropped the mic. Oh, what? An interview. A PR game that all quarterbacks play every single day. Every quarterback said. I've heard Tom Brady say the same thing, exact same thing when they asked him about how he's anticipating his game, the things he wants to work on for the next upcoming season. All the aspects of his game, just refining your skill set. So every quarterback says that, bro. It's ridiculous, man.
Wait, and to his footwork, man. I mean, the guy's gliding like he's on skates. But
and oh my god, if Tua feels like he really needs to work on that, based off the analytics, bro, and the film study, I mean, my God, how much better can you get?
Look at Doug Glade. Know what up right here? That footwork's sick, bro.
It's sick, bro.
Bro, that footwork got a case of COVID, bro. Okay, that's
ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's mad. This foolishness needs to stop, man. Stop it. Get your behind in the film room for real. That's what you need to do. And that's to all them idiots that was aligning himself with TD's foolishness earlier. It's ridiculous, man. I apologize. I lost it a little bit there, but it's ridiculous. This kid, at the end of the day, he's our guy. Whether you like it or not, he's our guy.
Men lie, women lie. Guess what? The film don't lie.
And what do we always say, Reason? You want the analytics to confirm what you see on tape. Period. And this kid, again, if you dig into the analytics and you dig into the film study, everything that we've been consistent about this kid was spot on. I'm still trying to find out what TD is seeing. That everybody, not everybody, but for the most part, us and the individuals who you brought up earlier, their evaluation on him. Please send that our way so we can figure out what we missed. Please explain to us. You're welcome to come on this platform, allow us to go there, or me to go there, or whatever on your platform. I was trying to get you the other night, but you said it was too crowded. But that's fine. But at the end of the day, TD, please, I don't want your opinion. No disrespect or anybody. Even when we dialogue, when we get into it, y'all should hear our private conversations. I don't want it to appear like we agree on everything. We don't.
If y'all thought this thing that's going on right now is beef, if y'all actually saw, my word, I'm not even lying to y'all. I remember one day I was doing something with my daughter. It was like dinner time or something, and I was cooking. So by the time I was done cooking and eating dinner, EM against ball game and TD, bro, I came back to, not my word, I came back to like 146 messages. And it was just they went at each other. They went at each other from like 11 in the morning to like 9 a.m. the next day. Like it was going on at 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. My phone was still going off. So if y'all saw, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why this thing didn't get to be thrown out there. Because if any of y'all saw those chats, Y'all we all hated each other, bro.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
The thing is,
Absolutely.
we had this disagreement, but then they moved on, man. And you see ball game when he comes on here, him and EM get along like 99.9% of the time.
Me and Ballgame, we go at it consistently, and guess what? We're going to continue to go at it. I'm going to call him out on his foolishness as well. But at the end of the day, we always have film to substantiate and analytics to substantiate everything that we're saying. I say again to TD. I say again to you, TD. I'm still waiting on that film, bro. We must have missed something. We must have missed something.
Let me direct TD on this. TD, you're not the only one, because yesterday EM questioned, and he still doesn't agree with me, but EM questioned what I said in terms of Tua's ability to like his arm strength in terms of how far he could throw the ball. And I provided see, the thing is, EM doesn't agree with me, but he at least respects my opinion because of why? Because I provided a clip to substantiate my concern. I provided it took me 2 seconds to find it because I knew what I was looking for, because I knew the plays that I only saw it about 3 or 4 times in 2 years worth of film. I only saw it 3 or 4 times, but I knew which games I saw it, and I have it marked down. I have a list, and so I knew what to look for. So I just brought it up like that. So I mean, that's the thing. Like I had a concern, and I brought up a piece of film to say this is why I have the concern. So that's just it, man. So even with my concerns of him, live on stream, I brought up a piece of film, and me and EM didn't agree on that,
and we still don't.
So there you go. So
but at the end of the day,
I had to say with anyone, I'm going to do the same.
At the end of the day, listen, TD, he has his opinions. You have yours. But whomever, anybody in the comment section, you have your opinions. That's fine. Your opinions. But always, I don't want to hear when you get in debate now. When you get in this arena, I don't want to hear your opinion. Your opinion means nothing to me. I want to see something tangible to show me. So, but again, at the end of the day, bro, we just need to embrace Tua for who he is. He's our guy now. I don't want to get into who was right, whose declarations came to fruition, who was right at the end of the day. Time will tell. Y'all know the film is out there about everyone's vision in terms of what direction our team is going in. We've seen up to this point whose declarations has come to fruition. I don't need to highlight them. Y'all go back, review the tape for yourself. But at the end of the day, we need to stop this back and forth and trying to prove who was right or whatnot. Trying to prove who was right or wrong. At the end of the day, we need to embrace Tua for who he is and he's our guy. And we are blessed to have a talent like that at that position. We haven't seen a talent like that in 20 years. We should all just get on this Tua train. You know what I mean? Put on that Tua near hat and let's just roll with it, baby. He's the dude.
And you know what?
He's that dude.
And like we said,
he's that dude.
No one should be surprised about our response yesterday in terms of what happened about him saying he's your favorite player, because of 2 things. To all of y'all that have been watching for a long time, what were we saying? Keep that same energy. When all of them are saying we didn't want them, keep that same energy, because if you change, we said we were going to check you, and we even joked around about how certain people would be the first one out there buying a jersey of them, even though they were the first ones that didn't want them. So we basically said we were going to do that a while ago. And then 2, EM wanted to handle it, and it would have been handled and dealt with if he would have been allowed on to that panel that he asked. But clearly he was kind of, given the block on that, not being allowed to come on there or whatever. So, EM again in the comment section said, hey, we're going to address this directly. And we kept it towards Tua. Yesterday was all about Tua. It was nothing personal. It was about Tua. Like basically saying this is why we're right. This is why we know we're right, etc.
And to be honest with you, TD is not the only one that I've addressed like that. The great one, he was just on here. The great one, DeVore, he was just on the panel on our show last week, and that's why, I brought him on the show, because y'all don't know this unless you read his comments.
TD ain't even the only one we've had to address in his comment section or in his platform. We've gone hard at people in the comment section and people on the platform because they came at us, and we've had to defend our stance on them. So it's not like it's nothing new.
Exactly. And I just happened to be on his stream, and he was talking about his Tua jersey, and I was like, because over the past year, the great one, we've gone back and forth in regards to Tua. and well, 2 issues, Tua, Josh Rosen. And so when he put up his I mean, I might be, put this out, but it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing big, but that's how we engage. That's how I engaged him. When he on his channel, he said that he he made a post about his jersey going to be late or whatnot. And my response was, I don't know why you are getting you want to invest your money in a Tua jersey when you was one of the most biggest haters of Tua,
Wow.
along with TD and ball game day one. And what did he say? He responded to me. He said, well, at least he said, can I come on the podcast? He said, I didn't tell you that.
I know I didn't know this, bro, because did I not say 2 things? I said, A, TD going to be the first one to draft him in fantasy football, and B, TD going to be the first one lining up for a jersey. And the fact that actually is coming to fruition, bro. Just another thing I called, bro. That's hilarious.
I told Great One, I said, well, he responded to me, said, well, at least can I come on the podcast to explain myself? I said, oh yeah, absolutely. It's always an open invitation for you. And he came on, and it's all good. It's all love. And we moved on. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Yeah. So, bro, there's no beef with TD.
He ordered the jersey.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The great one did. Great one, not TD. Great one did.
TD's still going to draft fantasy. I can put money on that.
So there's no beef with Tua. So there's no beef on my part with Tua, with TD. This is nothing different. I've been consistent. If you go back and look at the videos on his channel, you look at ours, you see how TD and I engage. There's nothing new. So it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But again, we've got an open forum. We got an open forum for anybody that wants to come in and have a healthy it can be spirited. Everybody knows I love spirited debates, and we can have a healthy dialogue, and as long as it's film based. Mm-hmm. If you're getting on here and you have film to substantiate what you're trying to say, what you're trying to articulate, and I'm wrong about something, hey, I'll be the first one to say, something, my bad. And, we keep it moving. Mm. So there's no beef. There's no beef. It's really ridiculous to be beefing over something like this. It really is, to be honest with you, which is why I didn't want to get in the middle of it in the first place. So it is what it is.
Dude, I don't know how basically talking about Tua Tagovailoa turned into, hey, let's make a video, an hour-and-a-half video about what's personally going on. So, yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. But you said, TD said his piece. You said yours. Hopefully, this is, a non-issue. We'll just let the content from now on. We'll just let the content and let the content speak for itself. But there's no competition. That's just our approach with this channel. We let our content and our evaluation and speak for itself. So hopefully we can just. We just move on from this nonsense, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So I only wanted to go for like a half hour, but we ended up going for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Somebody was saying earlier in the comments that they wanted to come on to say something. I don't know. I forget who it was. Whoever you are that was in the comments saying that you want to get on. I forget who it was. They really said that they wanted to come on to say something. They act like it was like, reason, please let me on, or you got to let me come on or something.
I think it's he just said it's Ricketic.
I'm not sure.
No, he just said that's me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let him on.
Oh my God.
Let him on.
Let
him on. Ain't nobody running. Let him on. Whoever that is. Let his behind on, whoever that is. No, I'm kidding, bro. Let him on. It's all good.
No, I don't think it's to come at us, bro.
I know. I don't think so. But even if it was, it's all good.
Just try to keep the civilized guys. If I just drop the link in, anyone's welcome, I guess.
Everybody's welcome.
Let's not start using profanity and all that jazz.
But I don't know.
Disagree with what
he just really, maybe he wanted to talk about Tua, bro. Maybe. I'm sure you don't want to talk about this nonsense with, this back and forth. He maybe hopefully want to talk about Tua, but
yeah, I just kills YT wants to play you in Madden.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I think you sent me did you send me a friend's request? Was that you?
Because what, he just found your name? Because it is at EMdolphinfan if you want to hit him up on PlayStation.
I thought a friend's request. It was
Oh,
similar
boy.
to his name.
Uh-oh. We got Quentin Riddle and we got Ricketic back there. So
Oh,
we'll get to you. Let me give up to Ricketic because he's been asking. So what's good, homie?
hey, what's good, bro?
What's going on, man?
Just here,
chilling,
bro.
chilling.
All right. I wanted to get on here because earlier today I was in that chat room when TD was going through his whole routine about well, pretty much everything that y'all talking about.
Mhm.
So when his wife Hillary started to get involved, I made a few comments, but the comments weren't meant to be disrespectful. They were meant to kind of troll and get his attention, to kind of get her to chill, because this whole back and forth between you guys and him was just like those are men, that's a man situation where men are going back and forth. So I really don't see it appropriate to have your wife in the middle of that, even though she kind of jumped out there and he did try to get her to chill at one moment, but again, she just felt like she had to be heard and she felt like she had to be seen. So she sat there, left all 5 of their kids alone to jump online and try to say what she had to say to whoever she felt like she wanted to vent to. So I made a comment, like the guy started talking about Dalvin Cook and the prospects of, picking him up. So I was like, forget Cook, tell your wife to go cook. That was my comment. Like I was being sarcastic.
That was you.
Yeah.
That was you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
I was being sarcastic, and then it just went up on a deep end. And then this is where the dude pissed me off, because I've been a subscriber to TD since he first came on here. I was one of the guys I was always in the background, never really saying much. Once in a while, I'll pop up and say something, just to kind of troll him a little bit. I'll say something like, TD panders to Trump supporters who don't want to see melanin behind QB or something like that. Just messing with him or whatever. Just poking at him. He taking it too serious or whatever. But I get, it's YouTube. You're trying to keep your rep. But anyway, so he said that yesterday that I threatened him because apparently he said I made a comment about slapping him. And I'm like, okay, let me clear that up. My comment was, and this is almost verbatim, I said, TD reminds me of that cousin who you want to punch in the face because they get so intense with what they're saying when they know they're dead wrong. It was a tongue-in-cheek joke. I wasn't saying I'm threatening you, I'm going to do something to you. I don't know you. So anyway, so then they went to talking crazy and everything else. He called me a sexist because I said his wife should be cooking. That's your wife. Yes, dude, your wife should be cooking. You understand what I'm saying? The woman takes care of the house. As the man, you get off your behind, you provide. You look out for your woman. You know what I mean? You can help cook, but that's mainly a woman's job. You understand what I'm saying? This, she got up, went to walking around, they talking crazy. Come on, man. Come on. He went to talking crazy to me as if I'm some kind of sexist. You see this woman right here? Mm-hmm. Fine, ain't she? TD, your girl don't even compare. Sorry. Just being real. You don't disrespect. You do not disrespect people who subscribe to your channel and try to support you when you started from nothing. All right, I was there when you had 20-something subscribers. All right, now you got 8K, and a lot of the reason why you have 8K is the fact that these 2 guys that's on this panel here and a few other people that came on there. All right, a lot of times TD would get to talking and it's like wah. But then when y'all got to talking, it was like, okay, they're talking about something. Gave me a lot of information that this dude never gave me. I mean, me personally, for his wife, she claims that I'm a bum. No, I'm not a bum, dude. Everything you see in here is all me. All right. Been an electrician almost 10 years, man. Regardless of your business and everything you making, you don't compare to me. You're running your mouth to somebody you don't know who is a very high quality male, higher quality than you. All right. So everything that I said wasn't necessarily to disrespect you. Everything that I said was to get you to bring attention to your wife and check your wife and keep her out of the middle of this nonsense, because you, EM, Reason, and whoever else, y'all should have just been able to just talk that out, regardless of what. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Reason seemed like a reasonable guy. He came on this stream, dude looked like he had tears in his eyes and whatnot, pretty much telling you that you could have hollered at him and called him. But you on YouTube trying to be Hollywood. No, dude. No, and guess what? These people, us who are watching you, you're not above your subscribers. Subscribers are just people who want to see videos when you post them. You are a regular ass dude like anybody else. Cut the crap. We're all Fins fans. We're all supposed to respect each other. We're supposed to be family. Okay, so let's act like family and let's hold each other accountable. That's all I got to say. You know what I mean? Like, we learn from each other. We pick up information from each other and everything. Like I said earlier before, a lot of times I don't have the time to go and dig up information. But I come here and I listen to you guys, and you guys give me a lot of information I would have never gotten because I'm too busy. You understand what I'm saying? I have a house full of kids too. He has 5 babies. I got 3. I can bring my kids over here right now. They're pretty. Every last one of them, all females. If anybody ever had a girl before, you know it's difficult raising chicks, especially nowadays. You understand what I'm saying? You got to protect them and everything. So, dude, don't be online throwing up peace signs like this, looking goofy and all this other stuff, talking about, oh, everybody want to be a thug until it's time to be a thug. Dude, if you know me, man, I would work you. You don't want that problem, TD. No. That wasn't even necessary. Now, I realize you had a little alcohol in you, so maybe that's why. But I'm on here now. Miami Dolphin fan. I threw this jersey on or whatever. I got 4 or 5 more in the closet right now. All right? Far from broke. So I don't know what the hell Hillary was talking about, and I don't know what you talking about. I don't know why you let her put a battery in your back. She even told you not to block me, and you blocked me anyway because you had to make a statement. What was that statement, dude? You thought I wasn't going to take to YouTube and check you? Now unblock me, and let's be family like we're supposed to, and take real objective criticism. It's a shame that I had to go through all that to troll you just to get you to respond to me, because there were plenty of times before, even when you was taking a dump on tour almost all of last year. Just like the man is a prospect. Of course he's gonna make his mistakes. He's called a prospect for a reason. So let him make his mistakes. That's why we have coaches, and our coaches will prepare him to the best of his ability. But for you to just sit here and just be outright, no, they're not gonna take off. No, I don't care. Do that, man. What that mean, dude? You're not doing that in nobody's face in real life, man. So don't try to be an internet bully. You understand what I'm saying? If people disagree with you, they disagree with you. If you disagree with me, that's cool. A lot of times I listen to people who disagree with me because a lot of times you can learn something from them you might not even know. You understand what I'm saying? But that trying to pull rank today, dude, I'm telling you, I'm on YouTube right now. You're not on my level in life, okay? So don't disrespect me like that ever again in your life. As you see my woman, don't disrespect her. I won't disrespect Hillary, but I'm telling Hillary, no, Hillary don't compare to my woman, and neither do you compare to me. All right? So respect people that are watching you. Respect people that subscribe to you. You know what I mean? There were plenty of times where I was going to donate to this dude, but he went to talking crazy, and I was like, no, I'm not giving him no money. I kind of wish I could have sent that money to one of y'all that was on the panel. Even Phinside, she cool. You understand what I'm saying? But TD acting like he got all the answers, and I'm watching this guy. He doesn't even do as much film study as other people. And then where do you get time to do all this film study? If you got your own business, you got 5 kids. You understand what I'm saying? Where you get time to do all this film study? Other people don't have that life, so they have the time to do it. Mm-hmm. I got 3, and I know I barely have time to do anything. You got 2 more than me. Come on, dude. Whether you got your own business or not, whatever your story is, it's none of my business personally. But don't call nobody out online thinking nobody ain't gonna come back to say something to you. You try the real dude today. I don't want to use the NIGGA word today. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to bring that disrespect to your panel. But you try the real one today. I'm one of them cats that you couldn't have came at like that in person without it getting physical. So just watch what you do to people and watch what you say. Have more respect for people that are following you. Everybody's not dumb that's following. Everybody's not broke that's following. We're just subscribers. We just want to hear some dolphin talk and chime in once in a while. That's it. Your whole rep come off a damn commercial where you, off that play and everything else. That didn't make you no celeb, dude. Them people just put you in there and showed you some love. All right, you a regular dude. Ain't nothing special about you, man.
Look, you got TD, you got EM face palming right now because you could just.
I mean, hey man, I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, I had to vent. I've been holding that in all day. I'm like, man, who is this dude? Are you serious, man? When that dude wife said he probably broke. Oh man, if I showed you one pay stub after 1 week and you realize I get this every week, you'd be like, man, you robbing somebody. Yeah. All right, dude, you're not on my level. And it's not even about that. We're supposed to be talking about sports. But again, when this conversation went down with you guys and him, you guys were supposed to talk that out like men. That was no place for his wife. You damn right she belonged in the kitchen. You damn right she's supposed to submit to her husband. If you say that you believe in the Most High, read the Bible. Wives, submit to your husband. Plain and simple. So if your husband say, cook me some dinner, he ought to be able to cook you some dinner. But he should have been the one to buy them pots. He should have been the one to buy that food. He should have been the one to pay the bill, pay the gas bill so you can use the gas or the electric or whatever else. He should make it possible for you to do your job. And you hold it down from there. You understand? But don't come for people online that you don't know, dude. Real talk. Don't come for people you don't know. You do not compare to me. You don't. All right? I was just watching you.
Yo,
so yeah. Yeah.
It's all love, bro, but we gotta just stop. It's getting heated, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Hey man, I definitely was not expecting that. I thought you was coming for me, bro. But
no, man.
Yeah,
no.
I get it. I don't want to get into anything between. I don't want to get in. I get you was sitting on that all day and you wanted to vent. I get that. I understand. I was not expecting that, but I'm not one to get between two grown men on the issues. So I hear you, bro. You respectful in what you in your in your point that you wanted to make, and we
look
appreciate
at
that.
at the end of the day, if the dude wanna talk it out with me or whatnot, we can handle it like men. You understand what I'm saying? But when you talking to me and you dealing with me, just like I will show you that respect as a man, I expect the same respect back. So that means that if I'm talking to you about something, we hashed that out as men. Keep your wife out the way, man. Because seriously, all this big talk, I'm from Texas or what? I'm from Dade County. All right, born and raised in Coconut Grove, lived in Liberty City on 42nd and 17th, right by the J. Stayed in Carroll City. This dude claimed he was from Hollywood, I think. Dog, there's a reason why people don't want to come across the bridge in Miami. That's where I'm from. And you online wolfing like everybody want to be a thug, but don't nobody want to be a thug. You don't want to see me, dude. I had to change my life, and I did it for my shorties. So you're talking to a so-called NIGGA that was a thug. I just changed it up for my little girls because they're worth it. But don't get online trying to disrespect dudes because Negroes will come for you. It ain't that hard to find an IP address. So chill out. Respect people and you'll get respect back. Simple as that, man.
Anytime you want to come on and talk Dolphins, bro, you're welcome, homie. We appreciate it.
Sure. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, y'all.
All right now. All right,
man.
I told you, bro. Yo,
I had no idea, bro.
Rick, he knows what he's talking about in terms of the Dolphin stuff. He was saying some things. He had to get some things off his chest. Those are his opinions. Those are his beliefs. Those are his views. He's his own man. He stuck by them.
Exactly.
Shout out to him. He said what he had to say. Whether people agree with it or not, he said what he had to say, man. That's it. That's all. You can live by that. And at the end of the day, even with us, right? Even with us, like yesterday, I was kind of clowning someone, and this is a life lesson. You never know when you're going to say the wrong thing to the wrong person.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I've told EM in private, man, like with the whole thing between me and TD guys, like, if me and him were in the same, in the same area, I probably, because I feel like we would have known each other well enough, I probably would have went over and, and wanted to talk it out man to man or whatever like that, right? So, and that ain't about me going there to throw it down, but I would have approached him and been like, yo, what's the deal? Like, what's going on? And I think that's a deal with Prerequisite, man. I mean, you kind of said the wrong thing to the wrong person, and now it's just this, it's just, I don't know, man. It's festering in all these different angles right now. And all I can sit here and talk about is where I'm at, my side of the story, where I'm at with TD and everything like that. Like I said, between me and TD, there's no beef. I said earlier, hit me up. We can talk it out, et cetera, et cetera. I said what I had to say. I'm done talking on that whole situation, man. Let's just try and keep the profanity out. Let's try and keep it respectful, guys. I said that even before. That's why I was kind of reluctant to opening the floor a bit, but it is what it is, man. It happened. It's said and done. At the end of the day, I agree with the EM Rick-a-tick. If you want to come back on here and talk Dolphins, you're always welcome, bro. But yeah, there's a reason why earlier, I was told by multiple people that quote unquote Hillary was going on me and EM. I didn't even address Hillary. Okay. And I'm not going to address Hillary. It is what it is. This is between me and EM. So I got no reason to address. This is between me and TD. So I got no reason to address his wife. I'm not going to she can say what she wants to say about me. This is, at the end of the day, is between me and TD. So I'm not even going to go there. It is what it is, because I would expect he ain't going to go there with my wife. So that is what it is, man. Quinn Riddle, what's good, homie?
Quinn,
What's going on, fellas?
Bro,
turn the light. Turn
You
the
can hear
light
me?
on or something. Turn the light on or something, bro.
I'm driving to work.
Oh, okay. My bad. What's good, man?
I'm
What's good,
driving to
homie?
work right now.
What's good?
Hey, man, yeah. Come on. Can we all just get along? Can we hug and kiss each other, man?
Hey, it's all good. Ain't no beef going on. Hey, Quinn, it ain't no beef going
I
on.
took as
homie.
all of this playing games and jokes, but hey, if somebody want to get angry about it, to me it's not that serious.
EM thought Ricketick was about to come for him.
You guys can hear me?
I thought he was coming for me, bro. I really thought he was. I didn't even know who he was. But I remember the incident earlier on TD's platform where somebody, I didn't know it was him, but I forget the name. But everybody in the chat was saying somebody told Hillary to go cook or something like that. But I didn't know.
And
that
I'm
was
not in
him.
the chats anymore, other than popping in that one time where EM was kind of not allowed backstage. I don't really watch the videos. You don't see me in the chat anymore. So all this stuff, I didn't know the history between him and Ricketick. I don't keep up with it.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Can you hear us? Quinn?
I don't think he can hear us.
No, he probably can't.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
No, he probably can't hear us.
Sharif, what's good, homie?
Hey, how's it going, Miami Dolphin fans?
Sharif, what's good, homie?
Glad to be back on. Actually, I just popped on like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, good timing.
Dude, well, beyond the stuff that you and I have been talking about, reason in our emails, I'll just get right into the Dolphins because that stuff you showed me the other day was very interesting. But Brian Baldinger has been talking, just like I've been talking about this offseason, about our Miami Dolphins offensive line. And I'll jump
I knew
right
that
into
was
it.
coming.
And I'll jump right into it.
Go ahead.
The comparisons you guys made, I think, was based on when you look at a progression from a skill position standpoint. You can see Fitzpatrick out there throwing balls around. Rudolph is throwing balls around there in Arizona. We all see what Jakeem Grant is doing. I guess other guys are probably doing their personal workouts. They're probably not as flashy in terms of having people follow him, like Jakeem Grant does and other players does. But nobody talks about the big nasties. I mean, and Brian Baldinger pointed that out. What he specifically said, Reason in EM, is that the Miami Dolphins, when you talk about Dieter and Calhoun, he even mentioned, and I disagreed with him on this, but he even said that Davenport, dude, these guys would come. Well, of course, Davenport, and I didn't even remember this, he was healthy for the last 3 games, and he played well. Now, remember, there was 9 turnovers and only 13 sacks from week 9 on. And you pointed it out the other night, Reason, the fantastic stats that Fitzpatrick put up from week 9 on. So we're talking about an offensive line that went in flux and grew, and we didn't really notice it because of our record. Fitzpatrick, with his stats, he was only behind. I checked that. He was only behind Aaron Rodgers, top 8, ending the season.
That's what I said, yeah.
And so, dude, I'm behind you and EM, man. I check these things. So what is fantastic is the offensive line growing all through that. So when I look at Calhoun and Dieter, I'm not looking at the 71 rating that he has on PFF. I'm not looking at the 74 rating. Why don't I just take out those last 9 games and we're fine? And what I'm looking at, we take that into the off season. So Dolphin fans, I'm telling you, we could talk about all the running backs that we got, Breida, Howard, Delage, we could talk about anyone. We could talk about Rosen, and he's 23. I'm telling you, if the offensive line does not block, we will not be in 2nd and 3. We'll be in 2nd and 8 again. It'll be ridiculous again. My head would start hurting again because we'd be in 3rd and long again. The
Mhm.
big nasties have changed. And I don't know if you got a chance to listen to the Brian Baldinger interviews because he made a tour around today, actually.
Mhm.
So I'm glad to bring all that information to my Miami Dolphin fans. He
He he was
expects,
speaking he was
pardon,
speaking highly of our offensive line this year.
he spoke highly about the starters that gained that progression.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that
Mm.
Fitz Magic profited from, that Reason pointed out. So
Mm-hmm.
the offensive line, and I respect Brian Baldinger.
I
So
do
the
too.
offense,
I do
and
too.
so
I
he
do
said
too.
Davenport won't lose his job.
I've heard actually a couple people say that.
Mm.
He said Austin Jackson is 6th ranked on the line.
Mm.
Hey, if you go back to my offensive tackle big board, he was actually my 10th tackle, and it just happened so to work out. I believe it ended up being 5 right tackles and 5 left tackles in my top 10 big board. That's just how it worked out. And
Right.
he was my 10th rated tackle, but he was my 5th rated left tackle.
Well, Brian Baldinger says he has them as the sixth. He has Austin Jackson as the sixth alignment on the
People don't
Miami
realize how
Dolphins
raw
left
this kid
guard.
is, man. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. But the thing is, he's young too, right? So,
Right.
but yeah, like you're not wrong because when you look at, Julian Davenport's best game last year was clearly against Cincinnati because he only allowed 2 hits, 2 hurries, and a total of 4 pressures. But when you look at it, he started 8 games last year. He started week 1, and then he started week 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, he got
Um,
hurt.
yeah, he allowed 6 in those times. He allowed 6 sacks, 9 hits, 16 hurries, and 31 pressures.
Whew.
The thing was, though, if you look at the New England game, he didn't allow a sack, he didn't allow a hit, but he allowed 4 hurries and 4 pressures.
Right.
When you look at the Jets in week 14, 0 sacks, 0 hits, 0 hurries, 0 pressures.
Right.
To me, Cincinnati and the Jets, or you saw kind of what that ceiling could be on him. I still think I agree, and I don't agree with him on Julian Davenport and Austin Jackson because I think
I disagree on him.
Austin Jackson's athletic ability and his skill set is going to allow him, I think, to easily beat out Julian Davenport. I don't think it's going to be that close. Like I think Jesse Davis and Robert Hunt is going to be the battle. Because if they start giving him first string snaps and he's not looking that great, they're going to shift Jesse Davis there in practice, and then you're going to get a legitimate war start.
We'll
right?
kick this scenario in. If he thinks that Dieter and Calhoun won't lose their spot, in fact, he thinks Dieter is going to be way up there. He thinks. And so that
is he saying Dieter's going to beat out Aaron Flowers?
What he's saying is Dieter and Calhoun, these are first, second-year starters. They have way more experience than most linemen on the team already.
Not Aaron Flowers.
Most linemen on the team, they have more reps. So what he's saying is,
Calhoun. See, here's the thing. Calhoun only had 171 reps last year. He allowed 18 pressures, 13 hurries, 3 hits, 2 sacks. Julian Davenport had 534, again, 6 sacks, 9 hits, 16 hurries, 31 pressures. When you actually compare him and Calhoun, that's pretty scary. But then you also realize he's the left tackle and he's taken on a lot of the best edge guys when they face those teams. But when you look at Dieter, right? So Dieter played. He had 995 snaps. He allowed the same amount of sacks as Julian Davenport. He allowed 6. He allowed 15 hits. He allowed 23 hurries. He allowed 44 pressures and 5 penalties, and he had 5 penalties.
Right.
So to be honest with you, Julian Davenport, smaller sample size, but way worse than Calhoun or Dieter when you actually break it down in terms of what he was allowing. And Dieter, when you compare Dieter and Calhoun, He had 500 less snaps, did Calhoun to Dieter, but I mean, we're talking about 26 more pressures allowed. We're talking about 10 more hurries allowed, and we're talking about 4 more sacks allowed. The pressures is what really stands out to me there with Dieter. So when you actually go into the analytics of the three of them, Calhoun actually showed a kind of and I mean, it's nothing special, but out of the three of them, he showed kind of a better ability to hold his line than the other two guys.
Right, and that being
I
said,
mean,
go ahead, Ian.
I don't know. He said Dieter's not going to lose his spot. There's no way in the world they're paying Eric Flowers $10-11 million to sit on the bench. There's no way.
Dieter doesn't play left guard.
Yes, that's where he started last year, left guard.
I thought he was on the side of James. Wasn't he on the side of James, and then he moved to James' spot when James left?
No, Dieter played primarily at the left guard spot.
Yeah.
Spot last year.
So he played basically every game at left guard except against Dallas. He lined up as a left tackle.
Yeah, because someone
as a left, and he had 70 snaps as a left tackle.
I'm sorry.
And he allowed 1 sack, 1 hit, 4 hurries, and 6 pressures, and he took a penalty.
Right. I'm sorry. Left. Yeah, it's left guard.
To be honest with you, I don't know what Baldinger is talking about. Dieter, in my opinion, has already lost his left guard spot.
Yeah.
Now
Calhoun played primarily a right guard last year.
Right.
And if he transitions to center, that might be a different story, or right guard maybe. But he's going to
have to fight with Donnell Stolly, because the one thing we've pointed out about Donnell Stolly that kind of falls in line with everyone else is he plays center and guard. And whether you're on the defensive line or offensive line, it's clear after over a year of Flores being the coach that he likes guys who can play multiple positions.
That's the 6'3", 305 guard that we got in the free agent rookie.
Yeah, exactly. That's the that's the guy from South Carolina who actually go watch him face Sharif, because I know you'll actually go watch it. Go watch him face Raekwon. Raekwon blew him up consistently. Consistently blew him up.
Yeah.
But he did that to everybody, though. In fairness to him, he did. Raekwon did that to pretty much everybody. So
man,
let's not get too caught up in that.
I'm really looking forward to see what I want us to focus on too is like I'm sitting there thinking like, what are we gonna do on first down I formation? Can we actually get to 2nd and 6? I mean, because really and truly, I know it's because of the savvy of, we talk about it all the time, the savvy of Fitzpatrick, get the ball out within 2.5 seconds, the ball's already out. But I want my line to give this man time. I want to see 3-second routes. I want to see Devontae Parker do the 20-yard in cut. You can't make him out if you're doing a 2-second in release. That means you have a garbage line. That's what that means.
Well, see, the good thing is with an RPO, if you can get competent blocking, you could actually kind of mask those deficiencies, because the one thing we've highlighted, and if you go back, because I know you've been listening, Sharif, what was I telling people before we drafted Tua? Don't discount the fact of his RPO ability and what Chan Gailey, right? So what's the number one, basically the first prerequisite about being an RPO quarterback? You not only have to be a very good decision maker, you have to be a very quick decision maker. Right. So, give me 2.9 seconds and he can find someone.
Yes, I totally agree. I don't know if someone else want to get in. I'm having a great time, man. Feeling good here. Everything's opening up here in the Bahamas. People are getting back to work, and I think training camp is July 28th.
Yeah, July 28th. And then the Chiefs and the Texans are going to be reporting on July 25th because I believe they play that Hall of Fame game or whatever. So they're reporting like 3 days earlier.
Right. August 12th is the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been. I think they may go to 2 games.
See, the problem is, I don't know if you've been paying attention, Sharif, but if you look at the number of breakouts for this virus, there have been in Florida. Florida, the past couple of days, has been recording like record high cases. And it's all because people, because rightfully so, because of the protesting and such,
Right.
people amassing in places and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
So EM can
It's
speak
simple.
on it. EM can speak on it because there's been a big breakout in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area too, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's simple. It's simple. Don't let fans into the arenas, period. Into the stadiums.
Definitely.
Period. You're solving all of that. Don't let them in. So I want to see football. I don't want anything disrupting this season. Anything.
Yeah, it was a good idea. I think it was a good idea that the Miami Dolphins wanted the 6 feet rule and everybody is in the inbox away from. No, that's not going to work anymore.
No, yeah.
It's just going to be no fans, man. And I think what you can do is digitalize the game with more hearing the players on the field. I think NBA can do better from that too. That being said,
Yeah, because if you're going to let fans in, you know what you basically have to come up with? You basically have to come up with a virus screening process that can be quick and like they pluck you, it comes back quickly on the blood, and then boom, they either scan your ticket or they turn you away.
right?
And the thing is, then you run into the problem with, well, what if someone's positive and he's in a lineup of people?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's this whole.
And they haven't fast tracked near that speed of giving you results. I think they can give you results in 4 hours. That's the quickest they've come up to.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you really could listen. You know what you could do? Day of game instead of, because obviously you're not having tailgating, right? So instead of tailgating, use parts of the parking lot. Start at people with tickets. You got to be there by 9 or 10 you got to be there by 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Basically, run through a test so they can get it back to you by 11 o'clock, say, and you can basically know where they're gonna admit you. And then someone who says, well, what if you test positive but you try to sneak in anyways? Well, what they do is when you test positive, they basically scan the ticket and they mark it.
Right.
So that's the only other way I could possibly think about it. But those are so much red tape. I'm sure they'd have to go through for something like that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everything, the officers out there protecting us out there in the world of Army. EM, I appreciate your service as a member of the enforcement.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
That's greatly appreciated.
Let's go Dolphins. I'll let someone else get in.
Absolutely. You're always welcome, Sharif. You already know.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, Sharif. So yeah, Quentin Riddle ended up not coming back. I'll drop the link. I'll give him a sec if he wants to come in. I guess he must have got to work. But yeah, that's we're almost at 2 hours anyways. So I didn't really want to open this up because I didn't think it was the kind of thing that called for it. And look what we got in response. That's what it is.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but hey, it is what it is. Man. I don't know what just happened here. I'm still in a daze right now, bro. But yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, man. I tell you, it's getting closer and closer, bro. Training camp will be here before we know it, and yeah, man. Hopefully, though, I'm concerned about this. These COVID-19 numbers escalating. That's concerning because, man, I don't want the country to get shut down again, bro, and everything just is at a standstill. That is not fun at all. And then on top of that, we're sitting here in September, October with no basketball, no football. We saw how that was, but I wasn't really tripping because it's not football season. But
look what FM said.
Oh man.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Hey man,
But,
I mean, the thing is,
just don't have fans. Just don't bring fans.
You all gotta understand. I'm also in a position where I'm not just gonna cut the guy off and be a DICK to the guy, even if I don't agree with everything he's saying. I'm not gonna.
Who was that? What are you talking about?
With the whole Ricketick thing.
Oh,
because I know some people were like, "Oh, you should have cut him off." The thing is, I'm not gonna. That's rude. I was taught manners growing up. I'm not gonna cut him off, but even if I don't agree with them, you know what I mean. So,
hey man, hey, We don't have anything to do with that. That's between him and TD. That's a grown man right there. I don't have nothing to do with that. So
and Ricketick's always welcome back if he wants to come on and discuss Dolphins, man.
Dolphins talk.
I like I think that was an Xavier Howard jersey and the headband too. I like the headband too. So
Dolphins talk. So hey, the man he felt like he had something. Hey, I'm not getting in the middle of that. I was not. Again, I thought he was coming for me, but
just like EM never once got in between what we had with me and TD basically.
Yeah, exactly. So. And those people in the comment section were saying I'm not a true friend and I'm a traitor and I betrayed TD. What? I was like, stop.
I'll tell you.
Hold
on. Let me put this out. EM offered to me to hit TD up when this all started, and I told EM no. Don't get in the middle of it, basically. And EM was basically like, yeah, good, because I don't want to get in the middle of it. And it's basically like you shouldn't have to get in the middle of it. So
that's two grown men. Yeah, man. That's two grown men with an issue. Reason reached out to him first, like, man to man. TD didn't respond. It is what it is. I had no, I'm not going to get in between issues between two grown men. Reason he didn't send that text message in a group forum. He sent it directly to TD. And whatever happened at that point, that's between those two. Mm-hmm. I don't have nothing to do with that. Yeah. So EM is not a true friend. I'm not loyal and I'm fake and I'm two-faced. Stop it. Stop that nonsense. It was ridiculous. It was a frustrating day to say the least, bro. I was extremely frustrated with TD's two stream, not because of TD for the most part. It was because of these people in the comment section blaming me for this whole issue. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, stop it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But it's hopefully everything is out there. You all know what transpired. You all know what happened. Hopefully, let's just move on and embrace our team. Let's just move on, everybody. Let's just move on. Ricketig, you too. I know you need to move on, bro. You need to move on. You need to stop going at TD's neck like that, bro. I don't know what happened. I don't know what transpired between y'all earlier, but TD's a good dude. TD's a good dude at the end of the day. He's a good dude.
You were about to say for the most part.
I was gonna say for the most part, but I was gonna crack a joke. I was gonna crack a joke, but I'm not gonna joke. TD is a good dude. So yeah, man, you hopefully y'all can move on. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with this. I'm not going to address this anymore. So
yeah, I didn't even want this shouldn't even have come out to this situation, like I said earlier. But it is what it is. I mean, the thing is, Ricketic, he doesn't have a platform. He didn't get a chance to basically voice his opinion from what he said. He was just automatically hit with the ban hammer. So it is what it is. He got his chance by hook or by crook. He got to say what he had to say. Whether people in the comments agree with it, whether me or EM agree with it, that's all irrelevant. Like EM said, it's between them. It is what it is. It's just it's time to move on from the toxicity, man. Got bigger and better things to do with my life, man. I'm more worried about how my daughter's going to grow up tomorrow as opposed to what some guy on YouTube is going to say about me. But at the same token, you got to get both sides of the story out there, and also, you can't let someone create a narrative and then try to spin their yarn the way they want to, right? So I get it, man. I get it. It is what it is. Don't let it be what it ain't. Everyone just got to basically. I'll say this again. I said it before on our other streams. You're gonna get a lot more You're gonna get a lot more bees with honey than you will with vinegar. And it is what it is, man. I've tried to be respectful. I've tried to be nice. There's certain people that have crossed the line with me. He's mentioned earlier. Eye test, he's crossed the line with me before. It is what it is, man. Just got to keep moving. Not everyone in a workplace or in any environment is always going to get along. You just got to make the best of the situation. And this is what we're going to continue to do. So like I said earlier, my phone right here, so I'm a text or a phone call away. And that's a lot less effort than going through on someone's Twitter or someone's YouTube, opening up applications and unfollowing them or unsubscribing from them. So just hit me up, bro. That's it. That's all I got to say. It is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, it's no beef, bro, because this is just, bro, this ain't beef. Beef are when mans go to war and, fists get thrown, blood flies, and things escalate to a physical situation. That's, to me, real beef. This ain't anything close to that at all. So, ain't no hate on my side. I don't got time for that kind of energy, bro. Like I said, I didn't even watch that video earlier, even though I got the cliff notes from over a dozen people. I didn't watch that video earlier because, like multiple people, including EM, told me, don't watch it because it's just going to piss you off. So I stayed away, man. So, because that's what I was just the high road on it. So, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. Nobody else backstage?
Nah, man, and it's already 2 hours. We're good to go.
So
Appreciate, we had about 115, 120 people in the room at one time today. Hope y'all took the time. Smash that like button. Give us a follow. Go show love to TD, bro. Go hit him with a follow if you haven't. I don't care. Show love all the way around. If you want to donate, paypal.me/Phinside. Again, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. As always, guys, we're probably, instead of being back tomorrow, we'll probably be back Saturday or Sunday for y'all, because we weren't expecting to go live tonight, but we did. But until then, as always, y'all already know what it is. It's Fins Up every day, all day. And all of y'all, whether you're a hater, you're a supporter, or whatever, we appreciate you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe and during these crazy times that are going on in the world right now.
Be safe, everybody.